Hi, my name is François Racine. Welcome to this 1-minute tip about SaveXpert. SaveXpert is an old tool that has been completely rewritten, and the goal of this tool is to export SOLIDWORKS files to IGS, STEP, or DWG, or to modify SOLIDWORKS files parameters like the unit, the material, or the display parameters. So you can do export or just edit SOLIDWORKS parameters. So let's start SaveXpert. And first we'll select the files to be processed. You can use the file button here to add individual files, or you can use the folder button to select a folder like this speaker project, and then all the files of these folders will be added. So yes, I want to get the files from subfolders, and I want to work on all the SOLIDWORKS file types. Okay, so now I have the list, and I could just click on Launch Process and the tool will work. But because it's the first time I'm using SaveXpert, I must first define the actions that will be performed. So I'm using the menu for this, and then on the left side I have the action list. Here I would like to modify the unit of each file. So I will add a new action. So you can do this by right-clicking and add change unit action, or you can use the plus button here and add edit units action. So I'll give a name to the action like 2mm. I will apply this on parts and assemblies, and I will set the parameters like they are here, so 2mm with 2 digits. So okay. If I just launch a process this way, nothing will happen. So I need to create at least one action set. So let's call it standard. Okay. And then I will add my new action to this action set. But again, here I need to do something more, because if I just leave this as it is, each SOLIDWORKS file will be open, changed to millimeters, and then it will be closed without being saved. So I need to use a save file action. This is not an export action. It's an action to save the SOLIDWORKS file. So then it will be changed to millimeters and then saved. But I would also like to export my files. So we'll add new export actions, again using the right mouse button or using the plus button. So I would like to export to DWG. So we'll select this format here, and selecting a format will show the specific format options. So I give a name to the action, and we'll export each sheet to a separate file. The last parameter here is the name. So what name do I want for each DWG file? So here I need to select a recipe. So if you already have recipes defined, you can just select them from the list, or you can even manage these recipes. So if I go there and I select my 2D recipe, that's the name I gave to the recipe, and you can add new recipes using this button here. So my 2D recipe will use the SOLIDWORKS file name and underscore also with the sheet name, and you have a preview of the file name here. So that's, and I have also a 3D recipe, that's the name I gave, so it's only using the SOLIDWORKS file name to give to the exported file. So here in my DWG format, I would like to export using the 2D file name recipe. So I click OK, and I have the I need to apply this to drawings. Okay. So I have my new action here, and I would like to add new actions. So export to let's say IGS. I give a name to the action. I will use my 3D recipe, and I would like to apply this only to parts. And again, I have the IGS settings here. And let's add a last one. So I would like to export assemblies to Parasolid. Okay. Using the same 3D file name recipe. So I need to add these actions to my action set. And if you need to change the order, you can just select an item and use these arrows. So now I see that every file will be open, changed to millimeters, the SOLIDWORKS file will be saved and then exported to these formats. If you need to go back to an action, you just right click on it and use the edit menu, and then you can just see what it's doing or even change it. So here I click OK, and I select the action set, and then I can launch the process. So now we see that each file is open in SOLIDWORKS. Okay. Okay. So while it's processing, I can show you here there's an option for output options. So it's the output folder. This is not used if you only use a save file action. So as I said, when the file is changed to millimeters and then saved, the original file is saved. So the export folder here is only for export actions like DWG or IGES. So now the action is done. So when you click OK, a small text report is shown. So for each file, you get the details of what happened, so errors or successes. And if you want to know what if a part or a drawing didn't make it, so at the end here you'll get the list of all the files that didn't make it, or that had at least one error. So then you get, here I have none, so everything was fine, but I will have the name of the file, so I can just then find the file up there and see what error occurred. And then if I just close this and we go to the export folder, then I see that every DWG file got the SolidWorks file name with the sheet name, and then all the IGES and Parasite file got only the 3D file name. So thank you.